Hi, folks. Back again. Here we're with everybody knows Caleb. He's an old school dude, and he's been obviously all over the MITA program. Now, Professor Caleb Tice to you out there. So, anyways, Caleb, how you doing?
Sure. I'm doing well today, sir. Doing well. It's just another day and living the dream, working in the cannabis industry and being able to be on the cutting edge of a brand new industry. It's really every day is something new, exciting, different. It's fun, man. It's really fun.
I think everybody out there already knows you as a mentor, as a leader, as somebody they can reach out to. But just give us a little bit about Caleb. How did you get into the industry, and tell us a little bit about your experience so people can know a little bit more about you before they email you up.
Sounds good. Yeah. I am one of the original licensees in Arizona's medical program. So I went through the gauntlet of the permitting and lottery process back in 2011. So I have been in the industry now for a decade. I know that makes me very old school, but I've had the fortunate opportunity to be involved in a number of shops and being able to consult for another a huge portion of my fellow operators in the space, and really just been able to help the industry grow by educating and providing that knowledge and making connections. I mean, ultimately, this industry is about networking and relationships, even more so than I think other businesses are, because there's a huge level of trust. So I really can't stress that enough about the importance of networking, coming to the events, the weekly meetings that MITA puts on that are a fabulous time and are amazing energy. Is really where I've met a lot of the individuals that I am either consulting for or I'm assisting through different processes. I mean, a lot of that happens just by getting yourself out there.
Yeah, and so we're trying to make our CannaMentors individuals that have like that seed the sale experience, that operations experience, and who are also good, good citizens, motivational guys, like, never give up, never surrender. Anybody can say that. Caleb says never give up, never surrender as well. But you also have those nuances. You know how the industry works from the backside. Talk a little bit about your experience as an operations person and all that knowledge you have, which actually has helped you become a professor at Scottsdale Community College.
I've been exposed to every aspect from starting a retail shop, developing your employee management program, developing your pricing strategy, marketing strategy, dealing with the competition, how to evaluate your sales and what's moving, what's not, how effective the marketing campaigns are and where your dollars are going. So that's on the retail side. I've done a lot on the production side as well too, of costing analytics, understanding on where you are overusing on some of those inputs. Why are your throughputs varying so much when they really shouldn't be? And a lot of those questions that you really have to know about the business and that you have to know about in order to plan and project out. Because I mean, you're a combination of a farm with a consumer packaged good, with heavy manufacturing, light manufacturing. I mean, there's very few industries that are able to combine so many different things. And by being exposed to each of them and being able to not only provide that knowledge base, but give the tools, build the reports, evaluate the data to really give them a baseline of this is how you're doing right now. Which is, it's imperative to know. And unless you ask those questions, you're not going to know.
And, part of the goal of the CannaMentor program is that people have like 15 to 25 people to reach out to and say, hey, let's have lunch. Let's sit down for an hour. You clearly know 1,000 times more about the industry than I do. And most of the people getting involved in the social equity program will be people that don't know too much about the industry. You also have expertise in branding. Also have expertise in branding and cultivation as well. I know that.
Yes, sir. So I have both with helping to develop a brand of how to enter the market, your pricing strategy, what type of customer you're going after, because the market has certainly expanded from your stuff. Like, you want some weed, here's some flower. There's nuances to what type of consumer and what they're buying and how you're going to craft that message. I mean, we're entering into that phase as an industry where a lot of those things are being defined of what the cannabis consumer is and how that is evolving. And that is really has to be on the forefront of how you're developing your product, your brand, and what markets you want to think about going into.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I mean, I remember when it was deli style. That was a long time ago. It was basically like a.
And we did that at my shops up here in Oregon. We had deli style. There is still some deli style up here, which certainly there's nothing quite like that smell when you walk into a deli style shop and it's just a wall of just beauty.
And only deli style. And remember when Kind and Timeless were the only two things on the shelves, Bake Bros, that's like, that's it. Now it's much more evolved and it's going to get much more complicated. That's why it's important that people know that you exist so they can reach out to you for some strategic advice or some guidance from friendship, partnerships, whatever else they might be interested in. Well, great, Caleb. Most people know you already from all the help that you've been throughout this year. And we appreciate that and they appreciate that. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
It's probably going to be through email. So if you see up here, Caleb@CannaOwners.com, that's probably going to be the best way to get in touch with me. Just working in different time zones and I travel a lot. So reach out. I'm definitely here to help with some guidance and point in direction if it's something that I don't know the answer to. I'm great at being able to find it and really using the resources that are at your disposal and making those connections, or maybe just putting you in front of the person that you need to talk to if it's not me.
Awesome. Caleb, everybody already knows you're a CannaMentor for the whole year. Now you're an official member of the MITA CannaMentor program. So we thank you for being part of that. And folks, definitely reach out to Caleb. He's very accessible and knowledgeable. Thank you, Caleb. And I love your virtual background that you can point to your email. That's great. It's right there. That's a good idea. All right. I'll see you soon, Caleb. Thank you.
All right. Yep. Thank you.